Hello all my lovies, I would like to quickly just say I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. I would really appreciate it if you just quickly hit this subscribe button. It'll only take a second and it would really help me. Thank you so much and let's start the video. Will You Be My Valentine? A Miraculous Ladybug one-shot fanfic. Valentine's Day. God, it was the happiest day of someone's life, while being horrible for another. Someone could be celebrating 10 years of a happy relationship, while their next-door neighbor could be mourning over the fact they hadn't had a date since '07. Other people were in a completely different boat. Heck, it was no boat. It was probably a yacht. It was all fun at the beginning, and then it begins to feel like a trap that you can never escape. This one was the one Marinette Dupan-chan was in. The one where she was about to confess her love to her crush. "Do you think you're ready, Marinette?" Tiki asked. Marinette nodded her head enthusiastically. "Yeah, it's been years. I'm ready to let him know how I feel, that I love him." She looked up triumphantly from her palming to the sky, feeling confident. Tiki smiled proudly at Marinette, who'd grown a lot from the scared and stuttering girl she met before, who was too scared to be a superhero. Well, she still stuttered and was all way too nervous, but much less than before. Marinette held up the container of heart-shaped macaroons in the light of her room. "They're beautiful," Tiki said, flying around them. On each heart had a word, or at least part of a word written on it. Although altogether they became, "Will you be my Valentine?" The most perfect, adorable, and delicious way you could ask someone to be your love for the day, or forever. "I'm so excited," Marinette chirped. "I'm very excited for you," Tiki said happily. "You've worked very hard on your macaroons." Marinette giggled and fell onto her bed. In complete honesty, she was very tired from spending all day making them. She had to go out and get the passion fruit so she could flavor the cookies. Marinette would not settle for normal extract for her Adrian. No, he only got the best. Not only that, Marinette also had to source the best dark chocolate in molds, and then spend her evenings, since the bakery was very busy during the day, baking the cookies and making the filling, picking out the prettiest ones and meticulously writing on them. Yep, it was a process. Marinette crawled under the covers and fell asleep quickly, despite her excitement. The next day, Marinette almost screamed from excitement. "Hey girl, do you have them?" Alia asked. Marinette jumped and smiled. "Of course I do," she said excitedly. She produced the cute little box with a heart taped on the top that she would give Adrian. "Well, here he comes," Alia said, turning Marinette by the shoulders and making her face Adrian's incoming limo. Marinette squealed and covered her face with the box, making Alia sigh and roll her eyes. Marinette squealed again. Alia pushed down Marinette's hands to expose her now pink blushed face. "Girl, you need to calm down. You can do this. Give them to him," Alia said. Marinette nodded her head again. "I can do it, I can do it, I can do it," she thought. The black limo halted for Adrian Agreste, a beautiful blonde boy model, who exited and smiled at his friend Nino. His smile brighter than the sun that reflected upon it, and hair shinier than gold. Alia pushed Marinette to force her muscles to move correctly, rather than just staying frozen. This caused Marinette to fall forward, her feet catching her for a split second, before falling forwards again and again, meaning Marinette was about to run right into Adrien. Eek! Marinette cried, hitting head first into Adrien's chest as he caught her. God, he's so strong, she thought with a smile before it left her face and a scared, wide-eyed expression replaced it. Marinette, are you okay? Adrien asked, concerned. Marinette stared at him, with no words and mouth open. I'm fine. Fine. I'm fine. I'm good. Okay. Doing great. Okay. Like all peachy and all good. I'm fine. I. Marinette rambled, aware of the word vomit that was quickly escaping her mouth. Adrien only nodded his head, almost like he thought that weird stuttering was normal. Well, I'm glad you're not hurt, he said kindly. Marinette quickly spun around to run away and moan about her failed attempt to speak to him. But Alia gave her a harsh glare to do what she had set out to do. Marinette took a deep breath and turned to face Adrien again. Adrien, she started out very awkwardly. Marinette thrust out the box with her head down, cheeks flushed red. Adrien's face was very shocked and confused, even though the half-Asian girl could not see. Adrien curiously opened the box and read out slowly, "Will you be my Valentine?" Hearing her words, the blush crept its way up to Marinette's ears, and she was frozen in her stance. Alia swooped over and straightened her upright with a rigid posture, a shy and scared smile on her face as she held her breath for his answer. Adrien looked at Marinette, his mouth agape, no sound coming out. "Excuse me?" cried a very angry voice. Chloe had seen the whole spectacle, and Lord was she mad. She stormed over and swiped at the box of macaroons, Adrien grasping it out of her way so it didn't crash to the floor and crumble into millions of pieces. "Chloe," Adrien said angrily. "That was so rude. Marinette made these." Chloe placed a hand on Adrien's face affectionately, but he moved away, almost in disgust. "You're not ever going to be her Valentine," Chloe spat out, glaring at Marinette, whose eyes sharpened at her. Adrien glared at Chloe. "Stop being so childish. I'm not a toy you can claim." Chloe produced a red card from her pocket. She shoved it in Adrien's face, making him back up so he wouldn't get a paper cut on his face. Sabrina rushed to her side and tried to calm her down, only for Chloe to push her aside and make her fall to the ground. She was getting more steamed every second, and that was not good, considering the infamous purple butterfly had appeared. Marinette and Adrien, unknown to each other, both knew what would come, and that despite what their kind hearts screamed at them to do, they couldn't change what was about to happen. Everyone screamed as Chloe was engulfed in the black and purple smog. Sabrina reached out to try and help Chloe, only to be grabbed back by Alia, as everyone ran around in a frenzy. In the madness, Marinette was able to slip away and run as far as she could to quickly transform into Ladybug. A loud crash was heard, even from the block away Marinette had ran to. The ground shook hard. making the already clumsy marionette fall over. "Spot's on," she said quietly so any passers-by wouldn't overhear and try and figure out what was going on. Back in the suit, Ladybug leapt towards the now akumatized Chloe. "Hey!" she yelled. Chloe was now double the height of the trees around them. She turned around and fired a ninja star at her. Ladybug jumped out of the way, swinging her yo-yo to shield herself from the potential hits of debris. Chloe laughed. "Ladybug, you think you're so perfect. Love always worked out for you, didn't it? Well, Deirdre is going to put a stop to it." Well, apparently Chloe was now Deirdre. Didn't that mean like suffering or something? Ladybug looked at the craters the ninja star created. Wait, it wasn't a crater. It was a bubble, covering a little plant in a red transparent heart. "Oh no, now no one would want to be hit with that," joked a familiar voice. "Chat Noir," Ladybug smiled. "Here to mend the broken hearts, I am here." Chat Noir batted a ninja star away. "You can never mend my broken heart," Deirdre cried out, lashing out stars, or hearts they seemed to be, encasing innocent civilians. Ladybug scanned her quickly. The ninja stars were really hearts that looked like it was made of red construction paper. That gave Ladybug an idea. "Aha!" Ladybug said, spotting the familiar red card. "Hey, Shot, you think we can get close enough to fix her broken heart?" Ladybug said, raising a brow. "I'll follow you to the ends of the earth, my lady," he responded, catapulting to get caught up with the lady in red. "There's no fix," Deirdre shrieked. "He will never love me." Ladybug noticed Chat Noir roll his eyes in her peripheral vision. "Always about a boy, isn't it? Believe me, they're not that cool." Chat Noir laughed. He batted away another heart. "Is it just me, or did she just grow?" Chat Noir's eyebrows knitted together in confusion. Ladybug looked at Deirdre versus the trees once more. Her eyes gleamed, coming up with a plan. "The angrier and more broken-hearted she gets, the bigger she gets, and then we can sneak up on her and get the akumatized item," Ladybug said to the black cat. "Maybe we could use some help to do so?" Chat Noir grinned. "Lucky charm!" A large poster of Adrian Agreste fell from the sky into Ladybug's arms. The marionette side of her brain wanted to scream from excitement. It was an amazing poster, but the Ladybug with an agenda overrid it. "That guy?" Chat Noir said in surprise. Ladybug rolled her eyes, wanting to snap at him for being so foolish. Adrian was the most precious creature on earth. How dare Shot even remotely speak badly about him? "He's the love of my life," Deirdre whined, clearly growing bigger. She hurled another star, but this time it missed Chat Noir. "The bigger she gets, the worse her aim," Ladybug realized. "Way ahead of you," the cat winked. "Oh, I'm sure you could do better than him," he shouted again. "I wonder what you see in this little golden boy." This time, when Deirdre shot, it missed Chat Noir by a lot. It was the perfect time to get the item. "Cover me!" Ladybug yelled. Chat Noir complied by throwing more insults about the aggressed boy that honestly hurt Ladybug too. Ladybug swung on the trees to build enough momentum to get high enough to reach Deirdre's arm. A simple tear released the purple, tainted ladybug. Butterfly. Ladybug quickly caught it and cleansed the Akuma, quickly swinging down as Deirdre changed back to Chloe and shrugged down, being caught by Chat Noir. Chloe scrambled out of Chat's arms and pushed away Sabrina, who concerningly fussed over her. "I'm fine," she scoffed at Sabrina, who ran inside to retrieve anything to help her dear Chloe. "You!" Chloe shouted as soon as Ladybug came into view. "Chloe, I know Val. I hate you. You were my hero, and now you're here. I don't want your help," Chloe shouted. Ladybug took a deep breath to keep from saying, "Well, you were hurting people, so I was helping them, not you. All I have is my Adrian and you. I don't ever want to see your face again. You do not insult my Adrikins," she pointed at Chat Noir, who chuckled. "Well, I'll be on my way then." Ladybug shrugged and turned to leave as well. She only had a minute left, but Chloe grabbed her arm, not allowing her to leave. "You're no hero. You're as much as a problem as those Akumas are." Ladybug didn't care much for the words, but more for how she needed to leave now, or her identity would be exposed. She ripped her arm away, knowing she had less than 30 seconds to leave, and unfortunately she didn't have enough time to run somewhere private. Everyone was going to find out she was Marinette Dupin Chang. That is, if Chat Noir hadn't swooped her up and catapulted as fast as he could, as far as he could. Her transformation releasing in a blast of light that made them both tumble down into an empty field. They had clearly gone far. Lady Marinette rolled out, landing on her arm weirdly, making it a sharp pain race through it. "You," Chat Noir breathed. Marinette's brain finally caught up with what the heck was happening. Chat Noir now knew Marinette was Ladybug. She said, frozen in place. She didn't know where to go. Her muscles wouldn't move, her heart pounded, and her brain screamed at her to hit him over the head with a pan and make him forget all about this and who she was. However, it seemed Rapunzel had more luck than she did, because right now, Marinette was panless. Look away," she said softly. "Look away. God, if only that could fix this." You're Ladybug," Chat Noir, his brain seemingly just now computing. Marinette laughed sharply. "You seem disappointed." Chat Noir shook his head quickly. "Not at all." He stepped closer, but Marinette stepped back. "Right, we shouldn't know. We shouldn't know each other's identities," Chat Noir said with an awkward laugh. Marinette only stared back at him. "But you know mine," she said. Chat Noir nodded. "If it's only fair," he implied, that he wanted to shed his mask too. "No," Marinette said all too quickly. We should..." She was about to say to keep their real names a secret, but now they didn't have that choice. Do you not want to know who I am?" Chat Noir's voice was sad and afraid of her response. It's not safe, Marinette tried to offer. For you or for the city? Marinette couldn't say anything. It was over. He knew, and was there really no stopping the inevitable? Valentine's Day is the one day I can't be selfish, she said quietly and nervously. Chat Noir took her hands in his, not even giving her a second to realize it, and gripped too tight for her to take back without some serious effort. We will help each other, and the city. We'll keep it safe, he promised. Marinette closed her eyes as she heard him say, Claws in. She saw the flash of green light, even with her eyes sealed. You can look now, he said softly. Marinette slowly opened her eyes, breathtaken by the sight in front of her. You're disappointed, aren't you? He said, eyes turned in and cheeks colored red. Marinette smiled sweetly and placed a hand on his cheek, almost to make sure that this was real. No. Adrian's face brightened with the glow of 1,000 suns, his smile brighter than all the lights in the universe. What do we do now? What do we tell our friends? Marinette asked. Adrian shook his head. I don't know, but before we worry about figuring it out, can we just pretend that this is normal? And you can be my Valentine and I'll be yours? Adrian asked, practically pleading for a carefree day. Marinette giggled. I'd like that very much.